welcome to another edition of New Orleans Saints Road to Atlanta Week 5 preview. Preview. With your host DJ here, and we'll be talking about LSU loss to Florida. I will also be previewing the Saints-Redskins game and giving you the final injury report for the Saints-Redskins game, and I will also give you my take on the NFL's games for today and tonight, the odds, who I pick, and the point totals. And so I guess we'll get started. LSU lost yesterday in the first loss of the season. Joe Burrow had his first 2 picks, had a fumble before that, and it wasn't the greatest day for LSU. They got beat up front both on offense and defensive lines. As I just said, Joe Burrow wasn't that great of a quarterback yesterday. He did make some good throws, but in the end, Florida beat us. I guess it's going to be until Dan Mullen leaves, we will not beat Dan Mullen. He is a very good coach, and we just know LSU coaches can seem to beat him. He always has a scheme to beat us. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. But we still have everything in front of us to play for. Our season is next week. If we lose to Georgia next week, they're in the West. We are in the West. LSU and Bama in 3 weeks won't matter. The season's not going to matter if you don't win next week at home against Georgia. People are saying Georgia's a different type of defense. We'll just have to wait and see. I'll give you a preview of that game on Wednesday. So, next Saturday at 2:30 in Tiger Stadium. So let's get right down to it. I'll give you the Saturday's injury report for Saints-Redskins. Wide receiver Tegan Jr. has a knee. He did not participate on Friday. Andrews Pete has an ankle. He was full participation. Teron Armstead was full participation on Friday. He has a knee injury. And the rest of the injury list was limited on Friday. So I'll just run down the list. Cameron Meredith, knee. Alvin Kamara, Manti Te'o, Cameron Tom, all knee injuries. Trey Hendrickson had an illness. Saturday. That was Friday. Saturday, Tegan Jr. did not practice. Full participation was still Pete. Trey Hendrickson did practice. He had an illness, but it was good to see him practice on Saturday. That most likely means he'll play. It's sad to say that Tegan Jr. is out for the game on Monday. He's still got questionable. Manti Te'o still questionable. Cameron Tom and Trey Hendrickson all still questionable. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Next, I have the Washington Redskins. Let's see. 1 second. I'm going to give you the 3 players that did not practice for the Redskins. Wide receiver Josh Doctson, guard Sean Lavo, and safety Troy Apke. Doctson had a heel injury, Sean has a calf injury, and Troy has a hamstring injury. Their status is questionable for Doctson. Sean is out, and so is Troy. Troy is out. Trent Williams has everybody else was, a few people were limited. Everybody else was full participation on Saturday for the Redskins. Let me just run down the list real quick. Trent Williams has a knee. Adrian Peterson had an ankle. Paul Richardson had a shoulder. Brandon Sheriff had a knee. Josh Norman, hamstring. Zach Brown, oblique. Ryan Anderson had a hamstring, Colt McCoy right thumb, and Morgan Moses knee. Now, the only one out of the full participation that's questionable for the game is Trent Williams with the knee injury. So everybody else should be playing on Monday night, which is good to see. Now, I'm not going to give you my pick right now. I always do the Saints pick last in my NFL pick'ems. But I will give you a little bit of what I think about this game. Now, Redskins side of it, Adrian Peterson's going to get his touches. He's going to get his yards. You're not going to stop him. It's just like Ingram. He's going to get his touches. He's going to get his yards. You're not going to stop him. But Adrian Peterson's going to get 4 to 5 yards of carry. We're just going to have to try and limit him in some way, shape, or form. Couple drives here, we stop him. Couple drives there, we stop him. But he's still going to find a way to get his yards. He's just that good of a running back. He's getting 4 something a carry this year. That's really good. I mean, it was good for Darius Guice to go down for Adrian Peterson's sake. I didn't want to see Darius Guice as a rookie lose his starting job because of an injury, but that's just how it goes in the NFL. You know, it probably would have been the same thing with the Darius Guice situation as it was with Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram with Adrian Peterson. It's just Adrian Peterson needs his touches. He would have gotten mad at Jay Gruden if he wouldn't have gotten his touches. I don't think he would have been a good fit for Washington if Darius Guice has been healthy this whole time. He only would have had 3 to 4 yards, not 4 to 4.5 to 5 yards of carry. So it's kind of crazy. I don't really, Adrian Peterson needs his touches. He's gotten them this year. He's going to be a tough animal. Yes, we have been stout against the run. I hope that keeps up. I hope the crowd on Monday night helps us. But I don't know. Now, Alex Smith, I've been hearing stuff that, and I do agree with this, that he's not the Kirk Cousins throw the ball 30 yards down the field every time. But he does not throw picks. He does not turn the ball over like Kirk Cousins did. But he won't give you the big plays down the field as much as Kirk Cousins did. He will give you the short passes, 10 to 15 yards, and score that way. But if you read the Saints playbook on defense, we don't play defense. So you might see more plays down the field this game. The Giants obviously didn't get that memo. They didn't watch our tapes, obviously, because they did not throw the ball down the field. So our defense is not improved yet in the back end, but maybe they are. We'll just have to wait and see. I couldn't figure that out last week against the Giants just because, like I said, the Giants did not throw the ball down the field, so I don't know. We're still good against the run. We still get a little bit of pressure on Eli in the second half, but we need to get more pressure on quarterback. That's the biggest thing that's hurting us right now. Is that and where's the safety help on the cornerbacks? Nowhere to be found. But it's going to be a good game, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. On offense, we're the same. We're a machine. We'll score 30 to 40 points a game. Going to have to every game this year, it seems like, until our defense wakes up. But if we keep holding teams to about 20 to 25 points a game, we should be able to win with our offense. I think with the addition of Mark Ingram running the ball more, yes, Taysom Hill is still going to be part of the run game. Don't worry, guys. But Ingram is going to help us slow down the game a little bit. He's going to help us get those 5 yards of carry, 8 yards of carry, and help us keep our defense off the field, which is going to be great. It's going to help us out a lot. So, and Drew Brees is going to break that record. It's not going to be as glorious as if he needed 300 yards, but he's still going to break that passing yards record with 201 yards. Probably somewhere in the second quarter he'll break that record. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be close. And I'll give you my prediction after I do the NFL pickups. So, let's move right into that. We have NFL Week 5's picks, courtesy of Forbes.com. And we will start with Game 1. Jacksonville at Kansas City Chiefs on CBS. Kansas City. I'm really intrigued to see this game today. This 1 p.m. These are all Eastern times. So 1 p.m. is on CBS. Kansas City is a 3-point favorite. I think just because they're the home team. And this is scheduled to be a high game, 49 points. It's not the highest point total this week. I'll get to that game in a few minutes, but this is going to be a good game. Can Pat Mahomes do what he's been doing the last 4 weeks? Pat Mahomes has been awesome. I mean, switching it to your non-dominant hand with your left hand and just throwing a shovel pass out 5 yards for a first down. I mean, come on. Getting a 2nd and 30. I mean, this kid was just unbelievable in the fourth quarter. Is Pat Mahomes going to win a Super Bowl this year? Probably not. New England's still the top dog in the AFC, but these two teams are up-and-coming teams that I think can win. But I don't think Jacksonville has enough offense to counter the Kansas City defense. You got to be able to keep up with Kansas City's offense, and I don't think Jacksonville's going to do that. I think Kansas City wins a close one, 30-27 maybe, or 30-20. I think 30-20. I don't think Jacksonville gets over 20 points this game. Next game we have is Tennessee at Buffalo Bills on CBS. Tennessee is a 5-point favorite, 38.5 points. It's going to be really interesting to see which quarterback actually does well this week. Josh Allen for Buffalo or Marcus Mariota. It just depends. I think Marcus Mariota with more experience, unlike the rookie Josh Allen, is going to get the win. Somewhere in the 27-20 range of that score with Titans coming out on top. I just think that's how it's going to be. Next we have a really interesting game. Atlanta at Pittsburgh on Fox. Pittsburgh is a 3-point favorite with a 58-point over-under. And that is the highest point total of this week. I'd probably bet under for this game if I had a betting point. I don't want to say Atlanta's going to win. I know Pittsburgh's a 3-point favorite. If they can get their act together, Pittsburgh can win. I think the only reason I'm picking Pittsburgh here is because Atlanta is banged up. If Atlanta wasn't banged up on defense, I would be picking Atlanta. But Pittsburgh's going to find a way to be able to run the ball with corner, and they're going to be, and Big Ben's going to be able to find enough plays to win the game. He's not Big Ben of old, but he's not Big Ben of his earlier years, but he is still Big Ben, and he's still a good quarterback, and he's going to find enough plays to win the game. Somewhere in the 30-27 range. I think it's going to be that kind of game. Next, we have Denver Broncos at New York Jets. Denver is only a 1.5-point favorite with a 42.5-point over-under. I don't know. Yeah, I'd say you bet the over on this. I think it'll go over 42.5. Denver's 1.5-point favorite. I like Denver just because they're Von Miller in that defense. Von Miller always finds ways to get to quarterback, and that's how it's going to be. Denver's going to win this game 27-20. Next, we have Green Bay Packers at Detroit Lions. Detroit's only a 1-point favorite, and I think it's only because they're at home. And this is one of the higher points. I think in the end, Green Bay wins just because Detroit doesn't have. I don't know if Detroit's going to be able to keep up offensive-wise. So I'm going to pick Green Bay in this one. It is a tough decision because Aaron Rodgers is a little banged up. He's not completely 100%, but it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna come down to see if Clay Matthews gets another penalty, if that costs him the game again. I don't think that's gonna happen anymore, but you just have to wait and see which defense actually steps up in this game. Next, we have Baltimore Ravens at Cleveland Browns. Baltimore's only a 3-point favorite with a 45.5-point over-under. I think. I don't know. I wouldn't bet this game. I know Baker Mayfield's a rookie, but he can beat Baltimore. I'm actually going to go Cleveland here because Cleveland's the home team. That's the only reason I'm picking Cleveland in this one. I'm picking the home team in this one because I don't know who to pick. Is Joe Flacco going to have a good day, or is Baker Mayfield going to have a good day? If Joe Flacco doesn't have a good day, Baker Mayfield can afford to have a couple of bad drives. But if Joe Flacco's having a good day where they're scoring at least a field goal and a touchdown every other drive, 2 touchdowns here, a field goal there for Baltimore, 2-1, yeah, you're going to have a tough day, Cleveland. But, because I don't think Baker Mayfield's that good yet. He is a good quarterback. He's almost a great quarterback from what I've seen, but I'm just picking Cleveland because they're the home team. Next, I got Giants and Carolina Panthers. Carolina 6.5-point favorite with 43.5 over/under. Giants are not winning this game. If any indication of last week, Eli's going downhill. Eli was non-existent last week against the Saints. Excuse me. Carolina's going to find a way to run the ball against the Giants, just like the Saints did. Cam Newton's a good enough quarterback. He's not a great quarterback, but he's good enough to where he'll find enough plays against that defense, the Giants' defense. Eli's not going to, from what I've seen, Eli's not going to throw the ball down the field like he should have last week. I picked the Giants to win. I picked the Panthers to win convincingly 27-17. Next, I have Miami Dolphins at Cincinnati Bengals. Cincy's only a 6-point favorite, and probably only because they're at home, with 47.5-point favorite. This is one of the harder games of the week to pick for me. I do like Miami because Ryan Tannehill's been having a good enough year for them to win. But Andy Dalton's been doing the same thing. Which defense is going to step up a drive here, a drive there to win? I'm only going to pick Cincinnati because they're at home. Now we're getting into the 4:25 Central Eastern Time games. Miami Dolphins Oakland Raiders at Los Angeles Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers are a 5.5-point favorite with a 52.5-point over/under. I'd probably bet the under here just because I don't think Oakland's scoring enough points to keep up with the Chargers defense, the Chargers offense. I can see Los Angeles Chargers scoring over 30 points this game and Oakland only getting about 20-25 points. I don't see Oakland keeping up with the Chargers. So 30-20, I'll pick Chargers winning that one. Next, we have the Cardinals at San Francisco 49ers. Arizona's a 3-point favorite with the 40 over/under. Yeah, it's not going to be a high-scoring game. Maybe in the 20s, maybe. I bet the under on this. 49ers aren't winning. They're with the third quarterback I've never heard of before. So they're not winning. Arizona 20-14. Los Angeles Rams at Seattle Seahawks. The Rams are 7.5-point favorite. 50 is the over/under. Could go over just because Seattle's going to find enough ways to score. And I think it could be a 30-20 game. Or a 30-27 game maybe. If Seattle gets on a roll. But the Rams are just that good on defense where maybe you should bet the under. But it just depends on how good Russell Wilson and his receivers are. But the Rams are winning this game. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're going to stay undefeated. Jared Goff just looks that good. He had some great throws a couple weeks ago on Monday Night Football. He just looks phenomenal. He's winning MVP, I think, so far. He's the MVP of the league right now. So Rams 30-20 probably. Minnesota Vikings at Philadelphia Eagles. Wow. Okay. Philadelphia's a 3-point favorite. 47 over/under. The Vikings defense does not look great as of late, so I can see why they gave Philadelphia the 3-point edge. And Philadelphia is at home. Just depends on how Kirk Cousins plays, and I don't think he's going to 27-20. 27-20 Philly, I'm going to say. Next, we have the Sunday night game, Dallas Cowboys at Houston, Texas. Houston's is a 3-point favorite. I like that. Should be a little higher, in my opinion. 45.5 point favorite. It's going to be a good game. I think Ezekiel Elliott will have a good running game because Houston's defense isn't as great as it used to be in years past. But I think Deshaun Watson's going to outduel Dak Prescott, and Deshaun Watson gets the better day here. 27-20 Houston. And I have next final game and final little bit of my podcast here. I have Redskins at the Saints. New Orleans is only a 6-point favorite with a 53-point over-under. Yes, this will be a high-scoring game. I will be there, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. And this will be, we're going to get a running game finally. We've had somewhat of a running game, but not a lot. Somewhere in the 30 to 20 range, I think. Or 30 to 27 range. But 30 to 20 is going to be where we are in this game. This game is going to be close. It's going to be one score, and we break away late if it's the 30 to 20, like I'm saying. If it's 30 to 27, it's close the whole way. It's a last-minute drive. Our defense steps up, or our offense scores for us to win. It's going to be that type of game. We'll just have to wait and see. So, yeah, I'm picking Saints 30 to 27 in this game. I really do think I've heard from a couple of experts that it's going to be that close. So, I hate to say that because it's Monday Night Football, but our defense has not shown anything. The Saints defense has not shown anything to me that inspires me. So, Washington is going to get their yards. So, we'll just have to wait and see if the Saints defense can bend but don't break, hold them to field goals in the red zone. We'll have to wait and see. And that's my podcast for this week. If you did like it, please hit the like button. Also, hit the subscribe buttons so I can get some more subscribers, please. I only have 10 just starting out. Also, hit that notification button so you know when I go live on Wednesdays around 8:30 Central Time p.m. And also on Saturdays around 3:30. This week, since Georgia's at 2:30, it'll probably be after the Georgia game when I go live. And yeah, I'll give you my Wednesday. I'll give you my recap of this game, Redskins-Saints, and a preview of LSU Georgia. And on Saturday, I will give you my preview of the Week 6 and also recap of LSU Georgia. So, and I will, if you check this video out before 12 p.m. Central Time today, I will be live on my other channel with Issa and Liam doing, as you can see my wrestling shirt, our Smart Wrestling Alliance, chatting with the Smarky family. We're up to close to 20 episodes now, and we'll be doing that, and we'll also be giving our not live reactions, because it did happen yesterday, to the Super Show in Melbourne, Australia. We'll be giving our reactions to that, watching it, so please come check us out. And then, if I see you in a couple hours, great. If not, see you Wednesday.